anytime you want at 888-ESPN, 888-729-3776. Key, I'm going to play this from Baker Mayfield competing for the open quarterback spot when it comes to the Carolina Panthers, and I can't wait to hear your reaction to Baker Mayfield having a new address, having a new challenge, and having a chance to win a new job.
Nobody has the mentality of being a backup. We're at this level because we compete to be the very best. My intention is to become the best quarterback I can be, help this team win. And that's why I'm happy to be in Carolina. Is this, I feel like the team's very close to being really, really good. We just have to put the pieces together and come together as a team. And however that happens, I'm going to do my job. I'm going to, fill whatever role is to be expected of me and be a great leader and a great teammate.
Sounds like a quarterback who was just traded.
Yep. Yeah.
He sounds like a quarterback. He sounds finally like a quarterback that the National Football League likes. They like that. He's all of a sudden taller. He's all of a sudden 6'4", blue eyes, blonde hair, back foot, let it rip. I mean, that's what he sounds like. Now, whether or not the words that he's saying come to fruition, he's willing to help the team any way he can. They're really close. All of that is true. He's got to hold off Sam Darnold, though. And I know a lot of people just assume because they made the trade for Baker Mayfield that Sam Darnold's now the backup. I think they're going to go in this thing with an open competition. Sam Darnold has a grasp of the offense and the personnel already. He knows what to do with the football. He's just got to take it too. And I think if he comes out of this thing healthy and Christian McCaffrey's on the field and Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore and the company, then his job is Sam Darnold's to lose. And if he could hold Baker Mayfield off, he'll finish the season as a starter because Matt Rule's in trouble. Matt Rule's on the hottest hot seat in the National Football League as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Key, everything you said is correct. So I came out first off saying, wow, okay. That's what a leader says. A leader comes out and says, I'm here to do my job. I'm here to keep my head down. And I am here to be the best I can be. And now he has to be consistent at that, right? And the more he is consistent, the less he's in all this circus media as relates to, quotes taken out of context or controversy with teammates. He doesn't need any of that. But it all comes down to, where Sam Darnold is. And as you mentioned, Key, there's a huge advantage that Sam Darnold has, knowing the playbook, knowing the personnel. And for Baker to come in right now, it's Sam Darnold's job to lose. So Baker has a legit chance on a one-year deal, essentially, before hitting free agency to make a huge name for himself. But, this is what I like about sports, man.
Okay. Go
Go out and get it, Freddie. It's for you to take.
Sure.
Right? And for somebody else to lose.
Right.
This is what competition is all about. And for Sam, you've had your opportunity. Mm-hmm. Either you take it or you don't, because Baker's going to be there to take it if you don't want it.
Well, Baker's going to take it. Here's why. Because I know you guys made very valid points with Sam Darnold knowing the offense. That doesn't mean he's going to be good for the offense anymore, as far as I'm concerned. Baker Mayfield knows exactly that his career is on the line, because if he doesn't get it done in Carolina, even on a one-year deal, the likelihood of that guy being a starting quarterback is going to be very, very minimal, whether it's with the Carolina Panthers or somebody else. Plus, the Carolina Panthers did not bring Baker Mayfield in to be the backup quarterback. They brought him in to take that job because if they thought Sam Darnold was going to be the guy, they don't bring in Baker Mayfield. If they believe that Sam Darnold was going to be their starting quarterback and being your dude, no matter what kind of hot seat, Key, that Matt Rule is on, then that's the guy he's going to ride with. He's bringing in a guy to say, I need somebody to win this job because I don't trust that guy named Sam Darnold to do that kind of thing. Week 1 against Cleveland, Baker Mayfield's going to be the starting quarterback of the Carolina Panthers because Sam Darnold can't do it, in my opinion.
Freddie, I don't agree with you in as far as that goes, because when you are a guy like Matt Rule, you're trying to look under every single rock to improve your team because you are on the hot seat. And you can get a guy for value. They're only going to pay him $4.5–5 million, right, of real money coming from the Carolina Panthers, where Baker Mayfield took a little sliver of a haircut, and the Cleveland Browns decided to take about $10 million and eat that money. So you get a free look-see. It has nothing to do with whether or not he's better than Sam Darnold. I get a free look. And if I could get a free look for a backup at $4 million, but that guy happens to give us a really healthy insurance policy, because we have a young guy that we drafted in the 3rd round who may or may not fit what we want to do in Matt Corral. Why not? Why not go ahead and take a flyer on that? So I understand what you're saying about bringing a guy in, but they didn't bring in Deshaun Watson. They brought in Baker Mayfield. They didn't bring in Jimmy Garoppolo. They brought in Baker Mayfield, which is a huge difference in terms of quarterback in the National Football League. Had they brought in Matt Ryan, then of course he starts. Or Deshaun Watson or any of these other guys, of course they would start. In this situation, this is kind of like even.
To me, it's not even. Here's why it's not even, because Sam Darnold has shown with 2 different teams. I don't put the Jets on him. Adam Gase ruined Sam Darnold in New York, the New York Jets. He never had a chance as far as I'm concerned, because that guy was a terrible coach and a terrible quarterback coach with Sam Darnold in New York. So I'm giving him a pass on that. I'm just going by what I saw last year with a guy that at times it seemed like he forgot how to throw the football and forgot how to be a part of an offense and have an offense rally around him. Say what you want about Baker Mayfield. An offense will rally around him with the Carolina Panthers, in my opinion, more than they rallied around with Sam Darnold. That's why, to me, they brought him in. Yeah, he's not Deshaun Watson. He's not Matt Ryan. Not even trying to put him in that category. I'm just basing on the category right now with the Carolina Panthers. Because if Sam Darnold had proven to be the guy, they were not taking a flyer on Baker Mayfield. They drafted Matt Corral. They could have brought somebody else in the backup quarterback, did a quality backup quarterback, and have Sam Darnold be the guy. They brought Baker Mayfield in because they believe that he's going to start and that Sam Darnold's no longer the guy.
But Freddie, I feel like I know that we're going to get into this thing about whether Baker Mayfield will start or not in week 1. But if I'm Baker, I'm crazy competitive. That's why you brought me in. I am going to I'm going to take the job. Like there's no other doubt in my mind if I'm Baker Mayfield. It's a matter of when I take the job.
Sure.
Now I'm not worried about being the guy to take the job on week 1. I'm worried about taking the job when it's the right fit for the team, and I'm going to play that role very, very like judiciously too with Matt Rule. Like, hey, look, if there's a workflow that already exists with Sam Darnold, if the guys feel comfortable, then let's see how that goes for a minute. Like, I'm going to say all the right things to play the game the right way.
But Baker Mayfield doesn't do that, Jay. That's the deal.
But no, because you're talking about Baker Mayfield from the past.
Well,
for me, like this is who Baker Mayfield needs to be moving forward. I'm not saying you need to take away his competitiveness at all.
But that's not who he is, Jay, because he always believes he's always been slighted. Either in high school, then when he goes to Texas Tech, they didn't want him. He goes to Oklahoma. People say you're not going to be able to play well. Wins a Heisman Trophy. Drafted number 1 by Cleveland. People say he wasted a draft pick. He got that team to the playoffs a couple of times. He always uses that chip on his shoulder to just storm the castle and take over. You're right. He should do that in terms of the opposite. But that's not who he is, and that's not how he's going into this job in this competition.
And he should go in and feel like he's going to be the starter.
Yeah.
He should go in and feel like he's going to win the job. I'm just telling you how I look at it when it comes to quarterbacks in the